ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe. Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another Transformers action figure review on the Transformers Generations San Diego Comic-Con 2018 exclusive Studio Series Bumblebee, or Goldbug. No, it's Bumblebee, right? I picked this up, and it is a repainted figure of the Studio Series Bumblebee that was just recently released, but it's gold now, so I'm pretty excited for this and the cassettes that we're getting. Anyway, on the side, it says number 19 right there, Studio Series, and then on the back, you can see this is a whole homage to the upcoming Bumblebee movie, Transformers Bumblebee, Volume 1 Retro Rock Garage, Autobot 80s, and then you can see all the track listings over here, which are funny spoofs off of a bunch of 80s hits. Read them at your leisure, I guess. Pretty funny though, huh? It's cute. And then on this side it says Transformers Bumblebee Volume 1 Retro Rock Garage, and then on the top you can see a side of this whole cassette, and it says high def right there. And you could pull this sleeve off and it looks like a cassette tape, you know, with a Bumblebee inside. So Retro Rock Garage Volume 1, and then you could pull this down and you can see the cassettes right underneath right there with their weapons and everything, and pull that right back in. So you can have this on display if you'd like, which is kind of neat, you know. Now on the top, engraved right here in the plastic, says Transformers, very tricky to see. And then on the bottom you can see the tape going across, so that's pretty nifty. I kind of don't want to open it now because this packaging is so nifty, but I do like to get new cassettes, so let's get to it and crack this thing open. And here's the repainted Studio Series Bumblebee figure out of the packaging, along with two new cassettes. We have Dairu and Uruaz. I've not heard of those names before, but I think these cassettes were released in Japan at some point, and now we're finally getting them over here in the US if you are attending San Diego Comic-Con or you got your hands on these exclusives. This repainted Bumblebee, it looks pretty cool. I'm not really as excited for it as I would hope to be, but it doesn't look too bad, you know? I think gold looks pretty neat, but these cassettes over here are what I'm mostly excited for. I am pretty stoked for these, not just because they transform into dinosaurs, but they also combine, so I think that's pretty interesting stuff. So that's going to be the centerpiece of the review, so we'll take a closer look at the Bumblebee figure, and then we'll take a closer look at those cassettes. Alright, so here's the new Bumblebee, or Goldbug. It's not a Goldbug, it's a Bumblebee. I cannot wait for that Volkswagen version. I do want to get that gold one too. But anyway, looking at this, we do get some new deco on it. Looks pretty cool. We get Z28 right there, and then you get some very tiny deco that says Bumblebee on the very top. It has a little Bumblebee logo. I don't know, I'm going to throw a picture up. Maybe you can see it a little bit more clearly right there. So yeah, this is a decent gold color choice, I guess. I don't know, I prefer brighter gold. This kind of has that 80s beige vibe to me, which I always thought was kind of ugly, so it's not my favorite look, but it's kind of snazzy. It's an exclusive. You get some taillights painted right there, so that's pretty cool. And then you get the same accessory that you'd gotten with the other version, or you get his cannon right here, or his stinger anyway, and you could go ahead and port that onto the very back. Oh, find the port, there you go. So that's kind of neat that you could do that. It's always big and clunky. And even without this attached, this doesn't really roll that well. I don't know, it just doesn't roll too well for me. The retail version didn't roll that great either, so yeah, that's a bit frustrating. But hey, I do like these headlights right here, you know, nice bright metallic blue headlights. And then in the grill it says Z28 in silver. So yeah, there's some nice details in here that are pretty nifty, you know. You could see the Bumblebee deco right there, so that's pretty cool. I like that. Then looking underneath the vehicle mode, you can see the face right there. And then there's the rest of the figure. I mean, we're going to see this more in detail in just a second. Now, this Camaro mode, it is still about 5 inches long and only about 1.5 inches tall. And then here's the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive and next to the retail version of Bumblebee. And yeah, so, you know, you can see the differences right over here. I guess this is just more for completists, I guess, or big Bumblebee fans, or idiots like me that just really want the cassettes. Yeah, because, I don't know, the Bumblebee figure is cool, but I don't know, I'm just not that excited about it, you know. We got a lot, you know, we get the red taillights on the retail version too. It's not that special to me, but you know, it does look pretty cool. So I'm not going to get into the transformation. If you want to see that segment, I do have that retail Bumblebee review still up, so you can check out that video. I'll try to throw up a card over here. But anyway, will you take yourself away, Bumblebee? And here's the new Bumblebee figure in his robot mode. Not looking too bad. I really like how the silver goes with the gold. This is actually pretty cool looking. I can't hate on this too much. He does have the same function as the previous version. You can go ahead and detach the arm right over here. I hate how it detaches at the joint. It's not supposed to detach there. It's supposed to detach, yeah, it's actually supposed to detach right over here, and this black piece is stuck in it, so I'm just gonna, yeah, there that goes. Yeah, not the easiest or smoothest, you know, switch right over there, but that looks pretty cool when he has the stinger, so I like that. You can also store this right onto the back. You can see he has a culito right there. So here's a closer look at the figure, and once again we get a really good looking head sculpt. You know, it looked really good the first time, it looks good this time too, and I'm just really liking how the gold and silver are going together. We also get that nice metallic blue for his eyes. The Autobot symbol looks pretty good right there too, nice clean deco, I'm liking that. Again, we get those nice metallic blue headlights right there. So yeah, looking at all the details of the sculpt in gold look pretty damn swell. Yeah, when was the last time you heard me say swell in a review? Never. But, you know, you gotta try new things once in a while, and hey, I'm gonna try to bring swell back, you know? And it's been a while since people started saying swell, so yeah, starting it right over here on the ShartimusPrime YouTube channel. Anyway, we get the swell looking stinger, which we already saw, and then we get the crotch area right over there, missing the license plate. But yeah, I like how the legs look right there. Yeah, again, the silver and gold together looks pretty neat, you know? And then there's the feet, you know, looking pretty good right there. I like those details, man. Pretty awesome looking. I'm not going to go through the articulation on this figure. I've reviewed it before, so yeah, again, if you want to check out that older video, please go ahead and help yourself to that. Now to measure out the height of this Bumblebee figure's robot mode, you can see to the top of the head, he's standing at about 4.5 inches tall. That's a bit short, man. And then comparing the SDCC version next to the retail version, you can see they're standing at the same height. So yeah, I don't know, both good looking figures. I think I prefer this retail version more if I had to only pick one of them, but I do like having this snazzier version right over here too. And then here's Bumblebee next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. So here's our Cassettes, Dairu, and Uruaz. That's the best pronunciation I got for each of these. Yeah, so Dairu right here is the Velociraptor, which is an Autobot, and then we have the Apatosaurus, or it looks like it could be a Brachiosaurus, for the Uruaz, and this is a Decepticon, and you can see that they have their weapons, just like how we've gotten on the G1 cassette characters in the past, so I think that's pretty cool. So to look at Uruaz right over here without those accessories, I think he looks pretty nifty. I like the little details for the stickers. A little crooked right over here. That's probably just from transforming around and stuff. You can see it's already kind of coming apart right there. But looking at Uruaz, or is this one? No, this one's Dairu. Sorry, I just gotta, you know, make sure I get the names straight. But yeah, putting his accessories right here off to the side, which are very cool, by the way. I love having these vac metal accessories. I love the chromy shininess. Great. But yeah, here's a Dairu, and looking pretty nifty as a cassette, so that's pretty cool. On the other side, there's nothing going on except for the rub symbol, so go ahead and, you know, get some heat on there, and then you can see the Autobot symbol. Yeah, that's cool. And then we get the Decepticon symbol right here on Uruaz. And there it goes. It reminds me of the good old times, right? So I have a G1 Soundwave right over here, and we're gonna go see how. Oh, we gotta better not put the Autobot inside the figure. That's blasphemous. But let's see how this works. Oh, that is awesome. That was the first time I tried doing that, so I'm geeking out a little bit, but that is cool as hell. That works. Yep, and it just pops straight out right over here. That is really cool. Oh, it's so blasphemous, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, utter blasphemy new. Oh, he doesn't want to go in. See, yeah, he doesn't really want to go in there. So if I had a blaster figure, which I do still need a G1 blaster figure. Yeah, I don't have that one yet. But yeah, it's not, it's not gonna fit. Yep, it's because he's an Autobot, man. He doesn't belong in a Decepticon, so yeah, there it goes. But I don't know, I feel like it should still be able to fit in there. It's just, no, it really just does not want to. But the Decepticon will. That is just too funny to me. That goes in there perfectly. This will also fit in the Masterpiece figure, as you may or may not already know. The Masterpiece Soundwave is made so that the G1 cassettes can fit in there too. Just to give you a little comparison, here's Buzzsaw right here next to Uruaz, right? So that's pretty cool. I like that. They're about the same size and everything. Compared to Dairu, that's pretty neat. So yeah. Alright, pretty good looking cassettes, man. I like these things, man. And they got some heft to them. You can feel the die cast inside here, so that's pretty cool. So I will show off the transformations for these cassettes. They're not too difficult, so we take us away, Bumblebee. Alright, starting with Uruaz. We're going to go ahead and take the head and move that up around here, and then we have the tail, and we're going to move that back now, and we're going to move the legs down, and we pretty much have an Uruaz. Now, the directions show that the head looks like this. I actually prefer kind of tilting it up like that. It looks a little bit more like a brachiosaur, you know. I don't know if it has to be a Apatosaurus or not, but, you know, I think that's kind of nifty, making it look like that. I think that's a better looking version, you know. I think it looks pretty cool. And then for Dairu, you can go ahead and swing the legs down right here, and we get the feet coming down right there. And then you can take the head and move that forward. We get the tail moving back. You get the little tiny bit of the tail right there. Move that down. Swing these legs all the way forward. Then you get the arms right here. The directions don't really say that you have to do this or anything, but I like to split the legs just a little bit. Makes it easier for them to stand. And I like to tilt the head up a little bit and tilt this down, or tilt the neck up and then tilt the head down. And then we pretty much have Dairu right there, and he looks pretty cool, you know what I mean? I actually think these both look pretty cool. I like these dinos, they're pretty neat. Just to complete the look, you know, we can go ahead and start adding these pieces right here, and just port this on this side, but when you do it, you don't want to port it in all the way. You do want to leave a little bit of space for the other side. So I'll put this one right in here like that. So there's a little space on each side of them. Try to make them even. So I think that looks pretty nifty. And then for Uruaz, you can go ahead. I could be saying these names totally wrong throughout the whole review, but hey. And same thing on that side. That looks pretty cool too. And then just getting a closer look at Uruaz right over here. You can see the mouth sculpted in there. We get this translucent orange. You get some dots right there, or stickers anyway. Looks like for his eyes. No, so even though he's a Decepticon, he has blue eyes, which I guess works better with the orange. But yeah, I think this is a nice little sculpt that we're seeing on this figure. I like this. It's pretty cool, you know? And the vac metal weapons look really neat on it and everything. Pretty nifty. Then getting a closer look at Dairu, that head sculpt looks really nice. I dig that a lot. Very cool looking. A robot velociraptor. You know, the little arms right there, looking pretty cool. Nice sculpted detail. And then you got the rub symbol right there, looking cool. You can move the legs down and everything. So yeah, I like that we get articulation with these two. You know, you can move the legs back and forward a little bit. You can move the feet up and down some. You can move the arms forward and back. You get a good amount of neck articulation if you want to change things around a little bit. Same thing with this. You can move it down some. It looks a little bit weird, but you know, you could do some things here and there. Same thing with this guy. I mean, the legs are stuck together, you know, so you have to make them move forward and back together, but you do get neck articulation, and you can do what you want with the tail. So if you wanted the tail sticking all the way out, if you wanted like that kind of look going, you know, that will work. You know, if you want to make that happen, it's a thing. You do it. While I really like both of these dino modes, they are totally not in scale together at all whatsoever. But anyway, measuring out the height of these, they're both standing just at about 3 inches, maybe a little bit taller than 3 inches each. And then they're both at about 4 inches across, depending on what you want to do with them articulation-wise. You can make those even a little bit longer if you wanted to. And then to compare these, hey, we're keeping it in the family, right? Birds are related to dinosaurs. So hey, yeah, we have one of the more famous cassette characters, Laserbeak. This is the G1 Laserbeak, by the way. So yeah. It's pretty cool seeing all three of these like that. And then here they are next to the Marvel Legends Big Time Letdown Spider-Man. Now to get these figures into the combined mode, you have to first transform them into the cassette modes once again, as you can clearly see I've already done here. So will you take us away, Bumblebee? Yeah, alright, let's start with Uruaz. Yeah, so we're going to make the legs from Uruaz and pull the head and tail pieces back, and then we're going to flip the head back around and fold up and take the tail piece, fold that like there, and then we're going to go ahead and turn them inward like so, and then you're going to flip this piece down and flip this piece down, and this is going to be the front of the figure, and we can just put that aside right there. And then for Dairu, you're going to go ahead and take these pieces out this way. You want to flip this around and kind of bend it this way like that, and then we're going to take this piece and swing that all the way up and fold it down like so, and then we're going to go ahead and take the head and then swing that back, and then we're going to go ahead and split this open right here, and then go ahead and move this down, and now we have the top half. Then all we really need to do is just connect the two pieces, so we're going to go ahead and port this all together right here, and then plug the head into the butt, or the neck into the butt anyway. So try to get the head. No, it's more like the jaw goes right into the butt. But anyway, we got some head in the butt action going on right over there, and you can see that we have the character which I don't know his name. Ah, damn it, this didn't go in together. Yeah, I think we're supposed to try to line up the circles right here when we put this together. But I feel like it's only holding on with that neck pinching onto that plug coming out of the butt, you know, and that just sounds so off. All right, I have that retabbed right there. It's pretty finicky, but yeah, there we go. This is kind of funny looking. It's wonky. It's kind of G1 flavor to it that I kind of like still though. So even though it doesn't necessarily look that cool, you know, I do kind of like it, and it doesn't really stand too well. And I got it unpegged right there. Come on, there we go. Yeah, and I'm sure there's ways you can kind of, you know, mess with this so that it looks a little bit cooler. You do have the option to add the weapons, which is kind of nifty. So you can go ahead and take these guys right here, and we're gonna go ahead and store the very top, and this is coming apart on me. Store that one on the top right there, and we could add these other accessories from, and these are actually consistent with the character that they're being ported into, so I think that's pretty neat. So they each have their own respective weapons still, and then reattaching this once again, you can plug it right in there, and there we have this figure with all these weapons and stuff. And you may be thinking to yourself, like, how do you feel like this is satisfying to you at all whatsoever, man? This isn't my favorite part of the whole purchase right here. This is actually quite frustrating, but I really do like each of these cassettes turning into dinosaurs. I don't know why I love that so much. Yeah, as I have a frustrating time getting this whole thing together, I feel like I need to justify the purchase. But yeah, there that goes. It looks okay. Definitely not great, but we get a new head sculpt, a very grumpy robot right there. Some very bright yellow eyes, so that's pretty cool. And then, you know, you could see all these pins and stuff all over the place, and, you know, I like having the guns on the side right over there. These feet are supposed to hang down further, at least this one is. This barely touches the ground, so that part's a little frustrating. It's a bit goofy looking, man. Yeah, it looks cooler with the weapons attached to the sides and everything, but yeah. It's not the greatest looking thing, and you can't even try articulating it without it coming apart on you, so that's a little frustrating. Now to measure out Uruaz and Dairu together, is it Uruaz? I don't know what the name of this robot is, but you can see it stands at about 3.5 inches tall, a little bit taller than 3.5 inches. And then here's our combiner cassettes next to the Bumblebee figure. And then here's your combiner cassettes next to your average 6-inch scale figure. We have the big time, no stop motion, let down Spider-Man. So I'd like to thank you guys for watching my video. I appreciate it when you guys come over here and hang out with me on the ShartimusPrime YouTube channel. If you liked the video, please hit the like button, and I'd like you guys to leave a comment down below letting me know what you think of these figures, and please let me know what you think of the review. And if you have not hit that subscribe button yet, what's wrong with you, man? You gotta hit that subscribe button for not that many Transformer reviews coming up in the future, but a lot of Marvel Legends. I like this set, and I don't like it at the same time. I kind of feel like an idiot for liking it, but hey, I like what I like, man. I'm definitely more excited for these cassettes. I don't know why I like them so much. I just really do. That just, it made the purchase worth it to me. Not everybody's gonna feel the same way. That's why I kind of feel like a knucklehead, because I know I am part of the minority here with these cassettes, but I really do like them. It hits the G1 geek spot. So I do like the cassettes a lot, and I'm going to give them a SUD rating of... It's not too bad. And then I'm going to give the Bumblebee a SUD rating of... Meh. Just because I'm not as excited for the Bumblebee figure, but I do like it in its robot mode a lot more than the vehicle mode. I don't know why. It just looks a lot cooler to me in robot mode. But yeah, it doesn't look awful or anything, and if you want the extra gold Bumblebee, hey, you know, it's cool. We're gonna get another version with the Volkswagen. I can't wait for that version later on down the road. Again, I hope you guys liked this video. If you want to stay in touch with me on the social media, be sure to check me out on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace!
Crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't. Your face,